Peggy 18.
Hey everyone, it's time for another State of Play. We're really excited to share some great games and surprises with you today. Starting with that exclusive reveal of humanity from Enhanced Games. Next up, Infinity Ward gives us an all-new look at Call of Duty Modern Warfare, an epic new entry in the blockbuster series.
"20 years of civil war.
There's nothing simple about it.
This is bigger now. Chemical weapons have fallen into terrorist hands. They could be anywhere.
We need to move fast.
What do you suggest?
A business trip. Farah! Let's talk. I need your help.
Because of this poison, my people have known something worse than war.
Help us track it.
If you stay, we can help you. But if you stay, you fight.
Yelling out to him.
The invaders of my country have no regard for human life. We live like this every day.
Any further complications and we're at war.
We're breaking through now. We need a new extraction point fast.
Save yourself, daughter. Join us.
I lead soldiers. You train killers.
But we are all killers here, no?
How about you, Captain? Are you gonna let them die?
The government has suspended all deconfliction channels, and chemical weapons are now in the wild. Fix it.
Where do we draw the line, sir?
You draw the line.
No, sir! Stop!
Wherever you need it.
What the hell is this?
It's the off switch. We're all just pawns in this.
Will you speak for yourself?
This is crazy.
Yeah, but we're a little crazy, aren't we? The rules of engagement have changed. If you can't identify the target, you are the target.
Enemy reinforcements approaching the bank. We advise you to begin and get ready to fight.
Thankfully, we won't have much longer to wait. Call of Duty Modern Warfare lands on PS4 this October. Now, from the imagination of the creator of Katamari Damacy and Nobi Nobi Boy, comes a long-awaited update. can't wait to play it. The wonderfully wacky and whimsical world of Watam comes to PS4 this December. Okay, prepare to embark on a gorgeous new journey with another first look. Arise is coming soon to PS4. Now let's see what Rockstar Games has coming to PlayStation VR.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right? But she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner. She was looking around in her bag. Me, her own husband. I loved my wife. That's the truth.
The good news is L.A. Noire, the VR case files, is available at PlayStation Store today. And that's just a taste of what's coming for PlayStation VR players. We've got more for you to check out. Get ready for an update on Medieval. Here's your chance to get your hands on a demo of the eagerly awaited experience, launching today on the PlayStation Store. to play the demo to get Dan's helmet when the full adventure rises again this October. At long last, a legendary series makes its debut to PS4.
War. We are not amused.
PS4 players will finally get the opportunity to expand their empires in just a few short months. You might have heard Death Stranding from director Hideo Kojima is launching this November. We've got something very cool to show you.
If we don't come together again, humanity won't survive.
This limited edition PS4 Pro will be available on launch day, starting November 8th. Now let's check in on After Party. Do you think you can beat Satan in a drinking game if it meant you escaped hell?
Hell basically runs itself nowadays. Yeah, I have to assign tortures and clean up priest skeletons every once in a while, but people typically know what to expect. Except, well, these two morons I keep hearing about. Milo and Lola. They're friends their whole lives that then go and die like 2 minutes before graduating college. They go through processing, get their personal demon, the whole thing. But then they take a cab ride from Sam, and she goes and blabs about the... I told them to outdrink Hell's monarchs first, you know, my psycho relatives. But to even reach those nut jobs, the losers will have to deal with karaoke crowds, the lava swamps, the fanatics from the Fourth Circle. I mean, these complete idiots really have no idea what they're getting into.
I need a drink.
Is he talking to us?
After Party is being developed by the talented team at Night School Studio, and it's coming soon to PS4. Speaking of coming soon, we've got a sneak peek at October's PlayStation Plus lineup. Batter up!
This is now, this for sure, let them know. Crib Hill, I put my name on the map. I made a moment of that. I put the ball back in my coat. I know that phone get bad, bad. Give me the fit of the feet. If you ain't good for me, you're where I wanted to be. I came from nothing to king.
MLB The Show 19 will be free for PlayStation Plus members starting in October. But wait, today we can also share that The Last of Us Remastered is also coming to PlayStation Plus members starting in October, alongside MLB The Show 19. Our time's almost up. But before we let you go, let's take a look at another upcoming PS4 game from PlayStation's worldwide studios.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
Look who decided to join us. All right. You all know the drill. Run your routes. Mark your logbooks. You run into anything you can't handle.
Ellie!
You come back.
Get off me! Please stop! No!
Tommy, I have to finish it.
You have no idea what you're walking into.
What are you doing?
You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care. You can't stop this. What the hell are you doing here?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
We know you've been anxiously awaiting any news on this hugely anticipated title. Thanks to Naughty Dog for giving us this all-new look at The Last of Us Part 2. And we've even got a release date. Mark your calendars for February 21st, 2020. Okay, everyone, that's a wrap on another episode of State of Play. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon, and keep the feedback and suggestions coming. Until next time.